I'm excited to do another Sudoku here today. Before we get to that, I just want to mention that I have been solving the Wordle every day, and I've been posting a short video of that, just 1-minute videos, some YouTube shorts. So if you haven't seen those, I'll leave a link down below and maybe up here to that playlist. You can check those out, and if you haven't played Wordle, it's a lot of fun. Check it out. But today, I am looking at a Sudoku. Let's see, here we go. It's by Tallcat. It's called Transistor, and I came across this one a while back, and I sort of added it to my list of, oh, I'd like to do this puzzle sometime, and it's just been sitting there on the list, so now I'm going to do it today, finally. It just jumped out at me. I thought this pattern was kind of cool, and, you know, it's a bunch of short renbans that theoretically shouldn't give you too much information because they're just 3-cell, you know, there's lots of options for a 3-cell renban, so I thought it was interesting. I wondered how it was going to have unique solutions, so I'm excited to try this. So let's go through the rules. So we have normal Sudoku rules, of course. These are renban lines, which means they have to have consecutive digits in some order. So it could be like 1, 2, 3, or 1, 3, 2. They don't have to be in order, but they have to be consecutive digits. And then there's this thing called projected sums, which I haven't ever done before, but clues outside the grid give the total sum of the digits on the renban lines in that row or column. So like this 15 here is giving us the sum of those 4, I suppose. And this 26 is giving us the sum of those 4 digits. So sounds really interesting. I've never done that before, this projected sums thing, but there aren't very many of those either. There's only 4 of them. So it just seems like there's not enough information here, but I guess we'll find out. And from some of the ratings I've seen from other solvers, it looks like maybe a 3-star out of 5, so shouldn't be too bad. So we'll see how it goes. So link in the description if you want to try it yourself. I'm going to give it a try now. Let's restart the timer, see how this goes. So I think this 5 is the place to start, right? Because these have to be either 1, 4 or 2, 3. Now, if they were 2, 3... Right, so let's imagine they were 2, 3. So one of them is going to be 3, obviously. One of them is going to be 2. It doesn't matter which is which, because let's just imagine this happened. This 2, what are you going to put on this line? Well, you could put a 1, but then you'd have to have a 3. And if you don't, I mean, no matter what, you have to have a 3, basically, with the 2. So you can't put the 2 and the 3 on separate lines. So these two are 1 and 4. Now, one of them is going to have a 1, which would have 2, 3. And the other one is then going to have to be 4, 5, 6, because you've used up the 2 and the 3. So one of these is 2, 3, and one of them is 5, 6. Now I'm wondering if this 26 is going to be helpful, because we've limited these two to be fairly small. So if this was the 1, these could be a maximum of 4. And these would have to be 22, which is impossible. The most you can do in 2 cells is 17. So this can't be the 1. This has to be the 4. Meaning this is the 5, 6. This is the 1. That's the 2, 3. There we go. Okay, we've got a start. Well, these are 7, 8, and 9. So we might as well put those in there. And now we know this is either 9 or 10 together, these two. So these are 17 or 16. Yes, 16 or 17. So they're either 7, 9 or 8, 9. So this is not 9. And one of these two is a 9, which means wherever that 9 is, you're going to have 8, 7 on the line connected to the 9. Right, and so the other one can't be 8 then. Because if you had a 9 up here, for example, these would be 8, 7. This was 8. What are you going to put in here? You have to have a 7, and you can't put a 7. So these actually have to be 7, 9. One of them will be 8, 7. The other one will then be 6, 5. And that means this has to be, let's see, we've got 16, so we need 10 more, so this has to be 6, 5. 7, 9 pair gives us the 8 there. These are not 8. This is not 8. Okay. Oh, this is not 5, 6. Look at that. The 5, 6. So this has to be the 9 with the 7, 8, and the 7, 5, 6. Okay. Cool. Now, where do we go from there? So now that we have the 7, 8 right here, think about 9 in this box now. If we put a 9 on the line, it'll have to have an 8, 7 with it. But we can't put 8 and 7 on any of these lines or you'll break that cell. So it has to be in one of these two, and the 9 is looking there. So this is a 9. Okay, so we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These have to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one can't be 1 or 4. I'm wondering how these two are going to affect each other. Because, like we did over here with the 9, 7, we've kind of got a similar situation. So I don't think these can be 1 and 2. Because if you had a 1, you'd have 2, 3. And if you have a 2, it's going to have a 3. So they can't be 1 and 2. But they could be 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 4. I think they could even be 2 and 3. Yeah, they could. Because you could have 2 with a 1, 3, and then 3 with a 4, 5, potentially. Well, this 7, where are we going to put a 7 up here? Can't be in there. Can't be in these. And there's no way to put it right there because the biggest this can be is a 4, and you can't have 4 and 7 on the same 3-cell renban. So the 7 is up here. And it can't be 7, 6, 5 because of this cell. So it definitely has an 8 on it. It could be 7, 8, 9 or 6, 7, 8. And if it's 6, 7, 8, then the 9 goes right there. Let's see, we have a 9 over here. But if it's on here, it's got to be 9, 8, 7, but I think that's okay. Looks like that'll work, at least for now. Interesting interactions so far. All right, I keep coming back to these two. I feel like there's something we can do there. Okay, so if this was 4, it couldn't be 4, 5, 6. So I think there has to be a 3 on here. There's no way to avoid having a 3 on here because you can't have 3 digits that are smaller than a 3. And if you go bigger than a 3, it would have to be 4, 5, 6, which would break that cell. So this is not a 3. Let's see, the biggest these can be is 6. 4, 5, 6 would be the biggest you could do there. The biggest these can be is 5. What are these going to be? Because they can't have an 8. If you had an 8 on here, it would have to be 8, 7, 6, which would again break that. So the 8 is in one of these two. So now if the 9 was on here, this would have to be 7. Which seems okay. But I'm wondering what these can be a maximum of 7. So I think those have to be from 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because no, they don't, because these could be 4, 5, 6, and then you could do 1, 2, and 3 here. So 6. These can be 3, 4, 5, and then you'd have 1 and 2 there. I think that would work. Okay, wait a minute. I'm forgetting about the projected sums. So we did the 26, we did the 5. We haven't done the 21. Okay. This is a minimum of 13, which means these have to be at most 8. Because these are 13 or bigger, so these have to be 8 or less. Right. Okay, so... And they have to be at most 2 apart, right? Yeah, because they're on a renban, so they could be, there could be 1 digit in between. So if it was 8, it would have to be 3 and 5. Which would be 3, 4, 5. But if it's 3, 4, 5, what are you going to put on here? Because you can't do 6, 7, 8. That breaks this. And you can't put 3 digits that are smaller than 3, 4, and 5. So it can't be 8. Which means this can't be 6 and 7. Oh, but it could still have a 6. Can't be 6, 7. 6, 8 is 14. You'd have 7 here. It'd have to be 3 and 4, which you can't do. Because again, 3 and 4 leaves you... does it? Yeah, because this would have to be a 1 or a 2, which would then have to have... The only way you can avoid having a 3 on here is if it's 4, 5, 6. So you can't put 3 and 4 over here. Okay. 6, 9 is 15. You'd have 6, which would be... have to be 2 and 4, which would then have to have a 3. And again, you can't put 3 and 4 on this line. So 14, so you can't do 15, so you can't have a 6 up here. So it's either... Okay, so 7, 8 doesn't work, so you got to do 7, 9, or 8, 9. So there has to be a 9 up here. 7, 9 is 16. You would need 5, which would be... It could be 2, 3. It would have to be 2, 3. And that would actually work, because you'd have 4, 5, and 6 here. If you had 2, 3 with a 1. So you could do 2, 3 with 7, 9. 8, 9 would be 1, 3. So this is either 2, 3 or 1, 3. There's a 3 on here. There's not a 3 there. Therefore, you can't put a 1 or a 2 there. This is 4, 5, 6. These are not 5s. These are not 4s. It has to be 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. So it has a 2 in it, which makes this a 1. And that means this is 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Good. So this is 1, 3, or 2, 3 with 7, 9, or 8, 9. But the fact that the 9 is on here means this is 9, 8, 7. This is not 6. Right, so this is 5, 6. There we go. Let's get rid of the 9 there. There, we'll do that. Okay. So we got a 5, 6 pair across here. 7. So what can this be? It's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, or 9. It can't be a 1. This is 3 or 4. So these two have to be 11 or 12. But this can't be 9, 8. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's finish this. Look, this is 1, 2, 3. This is 7, 8. Oh, okay, there we go. That's even better. So this can't be 7, 8, or 9. And okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these two have to be 11 or 12. So 2. And if it's 11, that means this is 1 and 3, so we can't use the 3. So it can't be 3, 8. Could be 3, 9. Okay. So you can't put a 2 in here, because it has to have a 9 to make it 11. A 3 would need an 8 or a 9. A 4 would need a 7 or an 8. So this can it even be 8? Let's see, 8 or 9. 8 would need, yeah, 3 or 4. Can't do 8, 3 though. You could do 9, 3. I'm gonna delete that. Okay, so this is 3 or 4. If it's 3, you need 12, which would be 8, 4, or 9, 3. If it's 4, you need 11, but you can't use a 3, so it would have to be 9, 2. So this is a 2, 3, or 4. But this one is an 8 or a 9. So if it's a 9, this has to be 8, 7 in that order because of these. If it's an 8, you could do 9, 7. Yeah, it would have to be 9. And then so this is a 7 either way with an 8, 9 pair. Is that right? I can't believe we just got a digit there from whatever nonsense is happening over here. The 5, 6 with the 7, the 7, 8 with the 9 gives us a 7 there. Apparently, okay. I think I did that right. That was just really weird. All right. So, and this is 2, 3, 4. So this, and it can't be 4, 5, 6 because you can't put a 5 or a 6 right here. So the biggest this could be is 6, but it can't be 5 or 6. So it is a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now this one could be as much as 5. So you could put a 6 there. So this could be 5 with like a 3, 4 here. Potentially. Oh, but this can't be 9 anymore because we said if one of these was 9, it had to be 9, 8, 7. And this can't be 7 or 8. So these cannot be 9s. That's a 9. These are a 7, 8 pair. These can be almost anything, unfortunately. Well, can they? I don't know that they can, actually. Let's think about this. We can't put a 4 on here. So, what's the biggest we can make this renban? Well, if you don't put a 4, it has to be 1, 2, 3, obviously. So, the only way to make it bigger than 1, 2, 3 is to have a 4 on it. Because we can't go big enough to get above the 4. We'd have to 5, 6, 7, which we can't do. So, if you have a 4, it has to be right there. But it can't be 4, 5, 6 because of that. Now, it could be 4 with a 3, 5. But still, 5 is the biggest we can get. It would have to be 4 with a 3, 5 in order to do that. Which I think might work. But the 6 is in one of these. Can the 6 be there? This would have to be a 7. Can't be a 5. That would make 9, 8. I think that would be okay. Otherwise, the 6 will have to be down here. Oh, look, we've got 5, 6, 5, 6. Oh, one of them's right there. We can't put a 5 or a 6 in any of those. There has to be a 5 or a 6 in one of those two, but unfortunately it goes with that. I was going to say we have a 5, 6 pair over here, but we don't. What about 4s? No, lots of options there. 2, 3. You can't put a 2, 3 in here, or 7 or an 8. So these are 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Can't have a 4 there, or a 5 or a 6. That's a 1 or a 9. Okay. That's surprising. Oh, 7, 8, 9. Look at this. 7, 8, 9 right here. So this is not 9. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are not 1 or 4. These are not 5 or 6. Just some weird triples and quadruples and stuff going on in this puzzle. Okay. 5 has a few on. Okay. Eight can't be in there. So 8's in one of these. These are 1, 2, 3, 5. Is there anything more we can do with the projected sums right now? I mean, over here we know it's 7, 9, or 8, 9. With 1, 3, or 2, 3. Oh, well, so this can't be 3. Okay. Whatever that. Well, yeah, so these can't be 3 then. Something, I guess. 2, 3. 1, 3, or 2, 3. This is 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So I wonder, where do we look now? Okay, we've got the 5, 6. This is 5. Can this be 4, 3, 5, 6, 5? If this is 3, 4, 5, this becomes 1 or 2. If this is 1, 2, 3, what happens? I don't know. Not much. It's not clear what happens then. We know there's a 6 in one of these. There's a 4 in one of these. 4's in here. If this is 6, this is 5, and you don't have 5's in there then. What about 7? Oh, 7. Wait, we've got 7, 8, and 7, 8 right there. And the 7, 8 up there rules out these. So these two are a 7, 8 pair. Okay. Telling you, there's weird interactions in this puzzle. Those are a 7, 8 pair. So 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 5. So where do you put a 6? Where do you put a 6 in this row? You can't. It has to be right here. That's the only place you can put a 6. Which means these are not 5. So these have to have a 2 and a 3 in them. It's 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. But this could. But these two don't affect enough of the cells in there, unfortunately. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5. This is 3, 5. You're going to have a 1, 2 pair. That seems like it works out okay. Three, 5. 5, 6. I was hoping that was going to give us more than that. 6 is not in here. 5. 5 is not in here. Oh, but it could be in either of those. And 5 could still be down here if there's a 5 there. 6. Could this still be 7? 9, 8, 8, 7. I think so. I think it could, unfortunately. We still don't know enough about these. 5, 3, 4. Or if it's not 5, then it's... Well, there's a 3 in here for sure. It's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. There's a 3 in there. So this is not 3. One, 5. These are 1, 2, 3, and 5. This one's not 1. These are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because we have the 8, 9, the 7, and the 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4. That could be all the way up to 5, 6, couldn't it be? 4, 5, 6, potentially. It can't be 1, 2, 3. This can't be a 1. These would have to be 2, 3, which would break that. This can't be a 1. Could it be 2? Can't be 2, 3, 4. But it could be 2 with a 1, 3. But we can't put a 7 on here. We can't put a 7 on here because, again, just like before, you can't put a 7 with a 4. So the 7 is up here. Okay, and so then could it be 7, 8, and 9? No, it can't be 7, 8, and 9 because you'd have 7, 8, and 9 in those two. 7, 8, 9 in these. You'd have 3 numbers to place in 4 cells. It can't be 7, 8, and 9. Could be 8, 7, 6. Could be 7, 6, 5. But it has to have a 7. Ooh, it has to have a 7 and a 6. So could this be 6, 7 still? You'd have to have 5 and 8 up here, which you can't put 5 and 8 on the line. So no, this can't be a 6. This is the 6. That puts a 6 up here. Which puts a 6 up there. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so this can't be a 6 anymore. This now has to be, let's see, 5, 6, 7. This can't be a 9. You can't put 8, 9. You can't put 7, 8. You can't put 7, 6 because you can't use a 6. 6, 5. Again, you can't use a 6. Could it be 5, 4? No, you can't have 5s. 4, 3? Well, it's definitely 1, 2, 3, and 4. We know that much. Which means we have to have a 5 on here. This is, since it has to have a 5, this has to be 3, 5 with a 4. These are not 4s. Puts a 4 down here. Oh, we have 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So this is 4, 5, or 6. It obviously can't be a 6. This is 4 or 5 right here. 2, 3, 7, 8. So these are 4, 5, and 6 as well. Okay. So this can't be a 4 anymore. So this can't be 2, 3, 4. It could be 3, 4, 5. So this is either 2 with a 1, 3, because it couldn't be 2, 3, 4. It would break these two over here. 2 with a 1, 3. Or 3 could be 1, 2, or 4, 5. Could it be 3, 4, 5? 3, 4, 5 would put a 6 there. 2, 3, 1. Yeah, I think it would work. But I think you have to have a 3 in here, right? Yeah, you have to have a 3 in here. For sure. Okay, this is not a 3. Oh, this 3, 5 pair here means this is not a 3, so that's not a 4. 1, 2 pair. This is a 3. So this could be 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. Okay, that's 1, 2, or 4. 1, 2, yeah, that all works. Okay. 3's here and 3's here means there has to be a 3 over here. It can't be up there. That can't be the 3. So one of these is a 3. What can we have up here? We can't have 2, 3, 7, or 8. So these are 1, 4, 5, 6, and 9. This can't be a 9. This can't be a 4. One, 2, 4. Do we have another 1, 2, 3, 4 that we can pencil in there maybe? This can't be 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Yeah. Not quite. I think we're close, but... Oh. 3, 5 pair. This is not 3, 5. This is not 3. This is therefore the 3. This is not 3. These are 1, 2, 4, I believe. The 3 there gives us the 2 and the 3. I just need to update pencil marks. The usual stuff, you know. 1, 2, so there's definitely a 3 up there. Are there more pencil marks I can update? That's the question. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So we know these two are the same. They're the same as that one. Maybe I need to do some coloring. Maybe the coloring isn't going to help. I don't know. So this is 5, 6, 7, or 6, 7, 8. If it's 5, 6, 7, then these are 8 and 9 here. If it's 6, 7, and 8, that's a 9. That can be a few different things then. Okay. So what haven't we used yet? Oh, the 3 here. Look, we've got the 1, 2, and 3 now. So this is 9, because those are 6. 1, 2, and 3 is 6. This is a 9. This is 8. And that gives us the 5, 6, and 7. These are not 5 then. So this is 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. If it's 1, 2, 3, this is a 4. If it's 2, 3, 4, well, we already said this can't be 2, 3, 4. So it has to be 1, 2, 3. Because it can't be 2, 3, 4, or you have 3 digits, 2, 3, and 4, to put into all 4 of those cells. So that's 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. This is not a 4. This is not a 4. This is not a 4. That's the 4. 2, 3 pair gives us the 1 here. This is not a 1. It's 1, 2, 3. That's not a 2 or 3. It's a 5. That makes this the 3. This is not a 5. 1, 2 pair gives us the 4 and the 5. These are not 5. That 4 gives us the 6 and the 4, and I think we may have just cracked this open. These are 2 and 8, and we have a 1, 2, 3 triple there, so that gives us the order of those, the 8 and the 2. This is not 8, therefore. That 5 gives us 7. We don't want to put a 0 in the grid. Not on this puzzle anyways. That's a 9. This is not 9. That's 9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so that got us a whole bunch. Now we just need to see what it tells us. What does it tell us? It's 3. This is 1, 2, or 2, 4. This is 2, 3, or 5. 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is the only place for a 4. That's what I should be seeing. This is not a 4. 4, 4. Just bad scanning. Oh, the 7. The 7 up here gives us 8 and 7. There we go. That's something. This is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Can't be 1. Four, 5, and 6 through here. So these are the 8 there. 7, 8. And that's going to give us the 9 and the 7 and the 8 and the 7 and the 8 and the 7 and the 8. That's what we needed. That 8 seeing that 7 was what I needed to see. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are 1, 2, 3, and 9. Two, 3, and 9. And what? 1, 2, 1, 2. This is not 1. That's not 2. These are 4, 5, 6, and the only place for the 4 is right there. This can't be a 9, so one of these is the 9. Okay, and one of those is the 9. Okay, that's not helpful. This is 1, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3. I should be able to finish this off. What's going on? What am I missing? There's a 1 in here. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 5, 6, 9. Oh, the other projected sum. The other projected sum. So we got the 16. These have to be 5. This has to be 2. 1, 2, 1. There's probably something else I was missing as well, but that will surely help. 2, 3, 5, 6. This is 7. 2, 3 pair makes this a 9. That's not a 9. There's 1 in there. 2, 3. 2, 3, 5, 6. This is 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So this is 1, 2, or 2, 3. There has to be a 2 in there. So this is not 2. Okay. Oh, and there has to be a 3 and 1. Oh, this is not 3. I decided that a long time ago. This had to have a 3 in it. I even wrote the 3 as a pencil mark in there to help me remember. Threes. Because there was the 3s in these. That's why. So where's the... Oh, okay. So now it's this. The 3 and the 4 here means this has to be a 2. That's what I needed. 5. Not 5. That 1 means that's a 2. 3, 2. The 5 gives us 6, 5, 6, 5. That 3 down below gives us 2 and 3. These are not 3. The 1, 2 pair gives us 3 there. Therefore, this is 5 and 3. That's a 1 and a 2. This is not 5. That's a 1, 6 pair. This is a 3. And the 5 down below gives us 6 and 5, which means this is 6 and 1. Looks good to me. Timer stopped. All right. I had a little trouble with the scanning at the end there, but that was a lot of fun. That was Transistor by Tallcat. Cool idea for a puzzle. I actually, my background, my degree is in engineering, so I did some work with transistors. I was materials engineering, specializing in metals and electronic materials. So I actually did some stuff with transistors and made some transistors in some lab classes and stuff. That was a lot of fun. So I don't know how much of it I remember now, but back in the day, I knew how transistors worked and understood, how they went together and stuff. So fun puzzle, very neat. Thank you, Tallcat, for that puzzle. If you guys tried it, let me know in the comments how it went for you. And I'll see you again soon with another puzzle. Thanks.